overhyped AI stocks, a few powerhouse companies are making strategic moves that are flying completely under the radar. They aren't just talking about the future and positioning themselves for what could be a massive breakout. Most investors will miss these signals until it's way too late, showing all the signs of a potential breakout. These aren't the names you see on the front page of every financial paper. These are the companies doing the real work behind the scenes. We're going to break down the key signals, the financials, and the game-changing moves that suggest these stocks are primed for something big. Let's get into it. And as a quick heads up, this video is for informational purposes only and is not financial advice. I'm here to share my research, but you should always do your own homework before making any investment decisions. First on our list is a company that is basically the plumber for the entire AI revolution, Astera Labs, ticker ALAB. If AI models are the brains, Astera Labs builds the critical nervous system that lets those brains operate at a massive scale. They design and sell semiconductor-based connectivity solutions made specifically for cloud and AI infrastructure. While everyone's focused on the chip designers, Astera is making sure the data actually gets where it needs to go, a problem that gets exponentially harder as AI models get bigger. And they are growing at a breathtaking pace. In their latest Q3 earnings report, Astera announced record revenue of $230.6 million, a staggering 104% increase from the same time last year. Even more impressively, their non-GAAP earnings per share came in at 49 cents, which absolutely crushed analyst expectations. This is not your grandpa's blue-chip stock. This is a high-growth engine firing on all cylinders. They're so confident in their path that they're projecting Q4 revenues to climb even higher, to between $245 million and $253 million, and have targeted expanding their workforce by 60% to keep up with demand. But here's the game-changing move that the market hasn't fully appreciated yet. Astera has a proposed acquisition of a company called AIXscale Photonics. This isn't just any deal. AIXscale specializes in optical AI interconnects, which will be essential for connecting the trillion-parameter AI models of the future. This move could catapult Astera's capabilities, helping to ensure they remain the go-to provider for the most complex AI systems. While the stock saw a dip after earnings, this is often the kind of short-term noise that creates a long-term opportunity. The consensus among 16 analysts is a buy or strong buy rating for the stock. Now, it does trade at a premium, with a forward PE ratio of around 89. But for a company at the heart of the AI infrastructure build-out with this level of growth, that might be the price you pay for a potential market leader. Next up, we have a company in a sector that's, unfortunately, a permanent part of our digital world: cybersecurity. But Rubrik, ticker RBRK, isn't just another security firm. They are a leader in what's known as cyber recovery. Sure, blocking an attack is one thing. But what happens when the bad guys get through? How do you get a billion-dollar enterprise back online in minutes after a catastrophic breach? That's where Rubrik shines. Their financial snapshot tells a story of incredible momentum. The company's subscription annual recurring revenue, or ARR, recently hit $1.25 billion as of July 2025. Their latest reported quarterly revenue was about $310 million, marking 51% year-over-year growth. But the metric that really stands out to me is their subscription dollar-based net retention rate, which is over 120%. In simple terms, this means that not only are they keeping their customers, but their existing customers are also spending 20% more with them year after year. That signals a very sticky product that just gets more valuable over time. But here's the real kicker. The thing most people are missing. It's not just their growth, but how they're growing. Rubrik has been aggressively forming strategic integrations with the titans of the tech world. They have unified their cyber recovery solutions with major players like CrowdStrike, Microsoft, Okta, and Zscaler. By embedding themselves into this ecosystem, they are becoming the default choice for data protection. They aren't just selling a standalone product anymore. They are becoming a fundamental, integrated layer of the modern enterprise security stack. As cyber threats continue to escalate, the demand for resilient data protection is non-negotiable, and Rubrik has positioned itself as the leader in this critical field. And that brings us to the halfway point. If you're getting value from this kind of deep dive analysis and want to discover more overlooked opportunities, consider subscribing to my free weekly newsletter. I share insights and stock ideas there that I don't share anywhere else. The link is in the description below. It's completely free, and it's the best way to stay ahead of the curve. The third company on our list is one you probably think you know, but its business is undergoing a massive transformation. That company is Axon Enterprise, ticker AXON. For years, Axon has been known for its taser devices and body cameras, essential tools for modern law enforcement. But the company is making a huge pivot from being just a hardware provider to becoming a high-tech, AI-powered public safety platform. Their recent numbers are solid, with Q3 revenue hitting over $710 million, up 31% year-over-year. Their annual recurring revenue now stands at a robust $1.3 billion, a 41% increase. But the real story, the game-changing move, is their aggressive acquisition strategy. Axon recently announced a definitive agreement to acquire Carbine, a cloud-native emergency call handling platform, in a deal valued at $625 million. Why is this so important? Axon is using this technology to build out Axon 911, a next-generation emergency response ecosystem. Think about it. The 911 system we use today is decades old. Axon is building the future, a system where AI can give real-time intelligence to dispatchers, where live video can be streamed from the scene, and where all digital evidence is managed in one seamless cloud platform. This acquisition of Carbine alone instantly expands their reach to over 250 million people worldwide. This isn't just an upgrade. It's a complete reimagining of public safety. By making these acquisitions, Axon is moving from selling devices to selling an entire operating system for emergency response. This shifts their business toward higher-margin software and AI, and they're positioning themselves to dominate a market that is desperate for modernization. And that brings us to our final stock, which might be a surprising one for a list of under-the-radar moves. Meta Platforms, ticker META. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Meta? Under the radar? Hear me out. I believe most of the market is completely distracted and is missing the single most important signal about the company's future. While headlines fixate on social media trends, the real story is buried in their capital expenditure plans. Meta has announced it expects to invest a mind-boggling $70 to $72 billion in capital expenditures in 2025, with a huge portion dedicated to AI. Let that number sink in. That is more than the entire market cap of many large corporations. This isn't just an investment in AI, it's a declaration of war for AI supremacy. Their recent financials prove they have the firepower to do it. The company reported Q3 revenue of $51.24 billion, a healthy 26% increase year-over-year. While other companies talk about their AI strategies, Meta is putting an unprecedented amount of money to work to build the fundamental infrastructure that will power the next generation of AI. This level of spending creates a formidable moat. It lets them attract the world's top talent and build computational power on a scale that few, if any, competitors can hope to match. The market may be focused on quarterly ad revenue, but this massive strategic investment in core AI is the game-changing move that could secure Meta's dominance for the next decade. While others are playing checkers, Meta is playing chess, and this is their move to checkmate the competition. So, let's do a quick recap. 4 companies making powerful, game-changing moves while the rest of the market is looking the other way. We have Astera Labs, the essential plumber for AI, which is growing at an explosive rate and locking in its tech lead with a smart acquisition. We have Rubrik, which is becoming the indispensable cyber recovery layer for the modern business through key strategic partnerships. We have Axon Enterprise, which is transforming from a hardware company into the AI-powered operating system for public safety. And finally, we have Meta Platforms, which is using its immense resources to make a historic investment in AI that could leave competitors in the dust. Each of these companies presents a compelling story backed by strong execution and strategic foresight. As always, this is just a starting point. Do your own research, look into these businesses, and decide if they fit your investment philosophy. Which of these 4 stocks are you adding to your watch list? Thanks for watching.